We are at ACCT Philly, some know it as ACCT Philly. And this is Sarah Barnett. She is
I'm the Director of Development and Communications.
Okay, sorry about that. So Sarah, can you tell us a little bit about ACCT Philly here?
Yeah, so ACCT Philly is the open intake shelter and the largest one in the region for the city of Philadelphia. And what that means is we've really taken everything. We take in iguanas, we take in dogs, cats, possums, raccoons, everything. We take in about 18,000 animals a year, and this is our facility that we have thankfully been able to upgrade this year. I'm here with Glob, one of the thousands of cats we take in. Glob is a 3-year-old black cat, and he's one of our city cats who's looking for a home. And so what ACCT Philly does is we provide services. We have a contract with the city of Philadelphia to perform animal care and control, which is dealing with stray dogs, issues such as that. We also have an adoption program, so people can come in and adopt animals. We have a foster program. We're always looking for foster parents of dogs and cats, like Glob. And we also have a volunteer program, so people can come and volunteer. They can walk dogs, they can socialize cats, they can help us with events, things like that. So we have lots of different opportunities, and we've really made a lot of changes in 2020. We had a new executive director, Aurora Velasquez, who was hired last November, who's done a phenomenal job. Since then, we've gotten the vector space thanks to the work of our leadership team and the board of directors. That space is an additional nearly 10,000 square feet. That has really allowed us to provide a higher level of care to the animals that come in here.
That's awesome. Now, what is your capacity now for dogs and cats to be adopted or fostered?
So we currently have over 100 cats and kittens, and we always have more cats than we do dogs. It's just how it is. It's our intake, 18,000 animals a year, and of those, about 10,000 are cats. And that's in part because there's so many stray cats out there and cats that don't have owners who are not yet spayed or neutered, which is a really big problem in the city of Philadelphia and really nationwide. So our capacity right now is that I think we have about 60 dogs. Some of those we're hoping to get back to their owners, some of those are going to rescue, some of those are going to foster, some of those we're hoping to adopt out. With our cats, we have over 100 cats and kittens right now. Same thing where we're trying to, find owners for some of them who maybe came in as strays but had microchips that were registered. That's one of the best ways for us to be able to reunite people with their pets is if they have a registered microchip.
Okay.
We also have a lot of programs that we're doing to try to keep animals from coming into the shelter.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really where that's really important to us is, we really want to help owners. If you're thinking of surrendering your pet, we want you to reach out before you get to that point. We have a pet pantry program that we run, and it's entirely donor funded through donations and grants. And so that's really something that we're really promoting so that people know that there's a helping hand, that they don't need to surrender their pet just because they can't afford pet food for a month.
Right.
We have the Pets Fund, which helps for if there's urgent medical care needed. We had somebody who surrendered their dog a couple weeks ago. She'd gone to the vet. She'd been at the vet, I think, 3 nights, costing thousands of dollars. They simply couldn't afford that care anymore. She only needed a little bit more treatment, and we were able to provide that and give her back to the owner, who was overjoyed, and the dog was overjoyed. And we'd much rather do that when we can than take a pet who's already in a home that's doing well and then have to find a new home.
Well, what I love is my husband and I, we adopted from ACCT Philly about 8 years ago with our dog Maximus, who is a pit bull mix, who is doing fantastic. So what we wanted to do is come here and show you guys around, have you, Sarah, talk to us a little bit and let us know what's going on. What is the biggest need that you have now as far as funding?
So the biggest need we have right now, honestly, is just simply financial donations. Our contract with the city was cut due to COVID. So due to COVID, they did about 20% cuts across the board to all the departments and agencies other than fire and police.
Mm-hmm.
So for us, that was 20% of our budget was nearly $900,000. We were expecting our budget to be $5.8 million this year, and instead it's $5 million. And
Right.
that's still an extremely we're a very underfunded shelter.
Right.
Even without those cuts. So really just donations that we can then use where they are needed most.
Okay.
I know that's hard for donors and others sometimes because you want to donate to something very specific and tangible, but for shelters especially, we get in so many animals. I mean, we had a cat who was attacked by a dog last night. We had a dog who had a snake bite. We have needs that come up within hours, and for us to get unrestricted donations, that really helps us be able to put the money where it's needed most when we need it.
Okay, great. What are the hours?
So we are open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day.
Okay.
Right now, we're also open for walk-in adoptions from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., but we encourage appointments.
Okay.
And that's again due to the budget cuts. We did have to cut some staff. Our board was able to secure us a small business loan, which helped over the summer. But you know, long term, that is something that is impacting us again with staffing too. So because of that, we've had to really figure out how to best serve the community adoption-wise. So that's why we encourage people to make appointments, and we're continuing to try to really improve our ability to respond to the community based on the need that they have.
Awesome. Is there any fees with the adoptions?
There are fees. It really varies. It depends on the age of the animal.
Okay.
You know, like senior animals don't have adoption fees, for example. We also do have promotions that we do. So we have times when we waive fees, especially when we're very full. So that's where we encourage people to check out our social media to kind of stay up to date on, you know, what the fees are, what the process is, because when we make changes, they're on our website, but we also announce them on our social media channels.
Great. What is your website link?
So it's ACCT Philly, ACCTphilly.org.
Okay.
And then we're on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at ACCT Philly.
Wonderful. And the address here?
It's 111 West Hunting Park Avenue, and that's in Philadelphia, and the zip code is 19140.
And if anyone wanted any more information, how can they get in contact with someone?
There's a lot of ways. You can give us a call, you can stop by, but what we honestly encourage is looking at our website first, because that might answer your question.
Okay.
If your question is not answered on the website, you can always reach out to us on social media. Just understand that we are pretty understaffed right now, so it might take a day or two for you to get a response.
Sarah, thank you so much for your time.